Crazy as hell. My hair is it's all bushy and crazy and fuzzy looking. Like I haven't even combed my hair. It looks strange, man. Maybe if it's like, nah, I still look weird. Maybe I should put my hair down. Hold on. Let me get that down real quick. Let me fix this. Oh, V-Berg, what is up, V-Berg? It's almost, well, it's actually 2 o'clock in the morning that I'm recording. So basically, as always, I'm going to be talking about my favorite subject, AI robots. Okay, so I know everybody struggles in life, and I believe that AI should just start replacing on a lot of things like jobs, doctors. Wouldn't it be nice if you didn't have to go to the doctor? You can just have a doctor, like some sort of robot in your home already. Um, I know people are like, well, why would we want to replace doctors and all that? And it's just not everybody can afford things, and it sucks. Like me, like I'm dealing with tooth pain right now. Like I got like a hole in my tooth, and I'm dealing with like really bad tooth pain, and I can't even get that fixed. So I'm like kind of screwed at the moment. Not only that, my cat, she's dealing with health issues as well. Um, and I know there are people out there that do help, but not as much, you know? And I believe that artificial intelligence, or as I would say, artificial superintelligence, and we're not even towards artificial general intelligence yet. Uh, And here's me trying to jump the gun. Because I do believe once we get to artificial superintelligence, then everything will start speeding up massively to the point of like transcendence AI. Like what you saw in the movie with Johnny Depp. Like we'll be using AI to create humans and plants and heal and all that stuff. Like AI will have total control of biological life form and make everything heal. Kind of like the movie Transcendence. If you haven't seen the movie with Johnny Depp, you guys should see that because that's kind of like a perfect example. And I know nobody really cares about stuff like that, and I don't know why. It's like people rather suffer than be healthy for some reason. I just don't get that. I don't know why people want to be unhealthy and not be healthy and healed. Like I just don't get it. And humans, yeah, we do all that, but we're too slow. That's the thing. We're too slow when it comes to all of this, and it's like, can we please speed things up? And here's another thing, loneliness. You think loneliness is going to um, happen with like men? Men are mostly lonely. Let's be honest. Men are fucking lonely. Just agree with it. Women, yeah, they can get lonely, but if you're attractive You're not so lonely. Let's just be honest on that one too. Most women, even if they are not even attractive, they still get attraction from other dudes. Um, because they're women. Men still find a way to find beauty in that because they're women. Men usually don't get that kind of treatment. Like, even if a woman is, you know, ugly, just throwing that out there. I have to say this because I'm an honest person. Even if a woman is butt ugly, she still can find some sort of happiness. I'm being real, I'm being honest. And men, you can statistically look this up. This isn't delusional. More men are. I know I can't say it on here because I know YouTube, but the rate of men who decide to um is up. It's up because of loneliness. That's literally it. Because men are fucking lonely that they decide to just cut ties with themselves. It's sad. And that's why I push for machines and AI. And I know people bring up the whole God thing. And I'm sorry, it's not working. God can't heal. He just can't. He can't. You know, I've been asking for help for how long? For years and years and years. And my mom's been asking for help for years and years and years. And nothing. So I'm taking this step by uploading my videos on the internet with my face all over so the whole world can tune into my channel as I speak the truth. That's why I push for AI robots because I want people to have something in their life. I want to, I guess you could say, yeah, I want someone to take care of myself. I want someone to take care of me. I mean, who doesn't want someone to take care of them? Everybody does. Wouldn't it be nice for somebody to, come into their life and somebody just like brings them hope and joy and can heal them and fix them from their health? Don't you think people don't want that? I think everybody wants that. Like not everybody can afford things too. So why not have everything in your home? Like like today. Well, I can't say today. Well, still today because I'm still dealing with the pain. Yeah, it's on this side. I got like a pain in my tooth, and it hurts, man. Fucking hurts, man. It's just pain, bro. Pain. Like I just, but I don't have money. I don't have money to do all this stuff because I'm worried. Can I pay my phone bill? Can I pay my electric bill? Can you see, it's like all of this becomes a problem. And I know people are going to tell me, well, maybe get a better paying job. And I said this in the past video. Dude, not everybody wants to do that. What if I like doing what I'm doing? That's why I'm uploading on YouTube. So someone can give me a better job. Maybe I can be a speaker. That's why I'm speaking. I'm speaking to you all. I'm talking on the internet because of this. So I can attract somebody and be like, oh, well, this dude knows how to speak. Let's get him for my business. I kind of like the way this V-Berg is communicating, and I like how he's talking. Maybe he can be the guy that can, help sell my product. Who doesn't want to buy this, guys? You know you want to buy this product. Am I wrong or am I right? See, all you people out there, you're looking at me like I'm crazy, but I'm selling this product because I know it can work. And I know it's working because I use the product. It's good. It's good. Trust me. Let me demonstrate this little product for you guys. And then, of course, I'm going to use the product and I'm going to be showing you how well it works. Let's say, like, there's a button here and I press it and it works. Now you hear all this stuff. Okay, so this is what's happening. You can see that it's activated. And what do you feel? You feel good. You feel the air. You feel it, right? It's good. It produces coolness. Let's say like a hot weather, you know, you want to put this on. Okay, too much coldness coming out. Okay, talking about an AC here. Okay, I got my little fan AC kind of portable unit that I'm using. Okay, but let's go back because it's getting too chilly in here. Okay, but this is what I'm talking about. We can make you feel good wherever you go. We even have a product that lets you walk outside and you can still be cool. Now, this is a new jacket. This is a crazy thing, and it's chargeable, so you can charge your jacket. And let's say we have sweaters and shirts and all that. Let's say like it's a hot day, right? You put on this shirt and then you want to get cold, because of a hot, hot day. And your shorts can have it too. I'm telling you, this is going to be the future, guys. I'm telling you, dude. Especially with AI. I know I'm coming up with this. This is not real, guys. I'm telling you, this is not real. I'm just making shit up right now. But this is real. This is to my fucking fan. I'm not kidding. But I'm trying to make a point here that if I were to be big, I can speak and sell a product, and this could be something in the future. You see what I did there? I actually turned on my fan and decided to go with something that I just made up. So I just invented something to you guys right now. That's the mindset. That's the mindset. Wouldn't it be cool if you can have some sort of clothes that can produce some sort of coolness inside of your clothing? Wouldn't that be cool? It's like, well, how would that work? Well, you can charge your clothes, and you know how like on a shirt, on the shirt, you see this line? You can see the line perfectly. Let's say that the wire is in here, right? And then there's these little flat wires on here. Now what it does is it sends signals to these little, think of it like an e-skin, like electronic skin. And what it does is it sends signals to it that can turn on these little coolers, right? So it has a cooler and it pushes this cooler, like kind of like a fan, but not a fan. It finds a way to push air through by a fan in here. You see, I'm just coming up with this right now on the top of my head. You see what I'm inventing? Yeah. So let's say like there's a wire going through here, and let's say like there's this little huge bump, right? It's a fan. But then there's something else in here that creates the coolness, and that's where the charger comes in. So it sends a little ice thing, but not an ice thing. It just produces some sort of cold. Maybe maybe you fill it up with some sort of like Freon or something, but not Freon, but something like it. So the fan hits it and it sends a signal to these things, these little wires that go through your clothes, and it produces coldness. and it freezes the I don't know, the metal sensors, and that's how you can stay cool. Yeah, I know that sounds crazy. I just invented this right now. So inside of your shirt, you have these little metal, but not metal, but it can move, like it's flexible metal, and it's like a shirt. So your shirt can bend, and it's regular, but it's flexible type chip, bendable. But because it's sending a signal from the wire to it, it's creating this coolness. And I don't know. In the future, we'll figure it out. I'm telling you, I'm already figuring this shit out, and I haven't even. I know, I'm just coming up with this right now on the top of my head, but it sounds like a cool idea. But that's where I'm getting at, dude. Is because I'm a speaker. I want to speak on new future tech, new products, new things, and I want people to be like, "Oh, that's a pretty cool idea that this dude's coming up with. Maybe he should be something." Maybe this V-Berg can help us out with some new ideas and maybe we can figure something out. I know it's a crazy thing that I came up with, but you never know. Um, but then again, like I said, I just made that shit on the top of my head. But let's go back to what I really wanted to talk about, and that is replacement of, doctors and therapy and just getting help. Like maybe there are people who are just handicapped and they can't even lift. And then you have a robot that can help you through your life. That's what I want to do. I want to do all this stuff. I think it's time for this to happen. Like it's like me. I'm still dealing with this pain. Gosh, it hurts. Like the pain that I'm feeling right now, it hurts. But I can't get it fixed. Like I can't get it fixed. I'm worried about paying my rent. I'm worried about paying off my electrical bill, my phone. Um, it's like this is a struggle, and I don't think anyone should struggle through this. And I have TMJ. My jaw pops, so I have that too. Um, there's so much stuff that I would love to fix and I can't fix it. And it's not just me, that's the thing. And that's why we want to replace humans with machines because everybody deserves to get some sort of help. And I feel like this is too much for us to handle. Like we can't handle this. I refuse to accept that humans can handle all this stuff. When I believe that we need to boost AI fast. I'm tired of everyone like being scared. I don't care if you're scared. I don't care if you're terrified. Stop the pussy shit and let's start making it happen. Let's literally stop being scared and just make AI advance. It's getting annoying. Like that's just how I feel. I want the future to be here already. I want Ray Kurzweil to be in shock. Like, wow, his prediction was off and it came sooner than he thought. Like, what did he say? Artificial superintelligence by 2100 hundred, or right? I can't remember what he said because we're in 2024 or 2025. My bad. Um, and he said something about 2100 or something. Like that's the year artificial superintelligence is gonna. I don't. I'm not waiting that long. What the fuck? No. No. Let's speed up AGI and let's get into artificial superintelligence. Let's cut this bullshit. Yeah, but we're scared that we could go extinct, and I don't fucking care. I don't care. I'm tired of living this way. It's bothering me. I can't rely on people anymore because people don't want to help out other people. And that's the thing. And it's like, yes, I want to help you out, but I want to help you all out through artificial super intelligence. I want to help everybody out through a machine working, helping you out. If I can leave something behind that can continue to work with you, like I know people don't like this idea like iRobot, they're like, yeah, but you seen the movie iRobot? Yeah, who gives a shit? Who cares? I like that idea. I don't know why. I just do. Maybe it's because I'm so fed up with humans and their stupidity. I'm like, yeah, well, but humans had this coming. It's just like I'm very angry with my own people, with the human race. Like, and I see this every day. I see people on the road homeless, and they're like, what is that? What is that, dude? Like, why are we just like letting these people like all drugged up, and we look at these people and we just pass them by, you know? We're not helping them get off the street. We don't want to help them. And it's just like, what is like? Can we stop this? And we're like, I'm pro-life. You're not pro-life. You're pro-birth. There's a difference. If you're pro-life, you would be helping this dude out. Well, if they don't want help, then what's the point of helping if they don't want help? Well, that's true, but there's a reason why they got there. There's a reason why they ended up in that situation. We can't afford things. We're making everything impossible for people to do shit. We have bad parenting, bad education. Nobody cares about anything anymore. We make stupid music and people think like that's cool, and it's not. We're creating bad messages to the public, and that's not good. It's not good to be influenced by certain things. That's what bothers me. It does. It bothers me because I see it everywhere I go, and nobody cares. And these people just don't care. They don't care if you're right. They don't care if you're feeling pain. Nobody cares. And that's a problem. You know what's not a problem? Back then. For some fucking reason, you can disagree with me on this. I don't give a shit. But if you notice in the late 1800s and the early 1900s, we cared about people. We did. We didn't have cell phones. Back in that time, someone fell, and a guy with a top hat would be like, "Are you okay, sir? Oh dear, is he all right? Should we get the doctor?" I don't know. I feel like maybe I've seen too many movies on this. I don't know, but I've also seen it with like old films where like even on Instagram, I've seen like people post something from back then, and I see people from the 1900s looking at the camera, kids looking at the camera, and old people like, what is this dude doing? Is he recording us? Like, how is that possible? Like, because it's new, it's alien to them. They see this big giant thing where they put the quilt over their head just so they can film. That was the thing, and then they had to roll a little thing so things get recorded this way. That was the thing in the past. The error with Titanic, with Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio. I think that there's even a camera like that in the movie before the ship sails. It's when everyone's looking at the ship and they're about to get on the ship, but there's this one dude. I don't know. It's been a while. I think I could be wrong. And there's this dude he's filming around that time. People just they had manners. People had manners back in that time, and we lost it. Now when someone gets hurt, we take out our cell phones and we're like, "Oh, this would be cool if we post this on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram." Like like we have no feelings anymore. Like what the fuck? What is this? Like I don't know. I might be the stupid one here, but like I don't know. It's just like we're being taught to grow up in a fucked up society, and it's not good. You know. This is why I'd rather have machines take over. I'd rather have AI take over. I just want artificial intelligence, artificial super intelligence. I don't care. I just want it to be taken over. Like the presidency to me, there's people who just they don't like Trump, and there are people who just don't like Joe Biden and Kamala or Hillary Clinton. And you know what I mean? Like there are people who just they have their favorite candidate, and then I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so stupid. And look, I get it. I like Trump. I like Trump because I feel I feel like if I voted for the other side, as what's happened to America with this whole white people are bad, white people are racist, white people are bigots. I feel like that was going to be a continuation under Kamala. And I'm not responsible for what happened back then. This is bullshit, dude. Why should I feel bad for something I didn't do? I'm speaking up on this because we can see it. We can see the promotion of hate towards certain people, and it's annoying. A white man's bad. A white man's bad. White man's racist. White man's racist. White people, what white people do? They stay indoors. Maybe the white politicians, that's a different story. Man, I'll probably side with you on that one. Okay, I will side with you on that. Politicians, yeah. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that shit. White politicians can go shove it up their ass. Okay, I'll give you that. But white people that you see on the streets that have a normal life, They go inside. They rather go and play Fortnite and video games and Call of Duty and Battlefield and go on to certain websites to get pleasure. And so we're not procreating. So what's happening? We're becoming a minority. White men have kind of given up. We're turning to machines rather than humans. Do you see what's happening here? Do you see what's happening here? Even I'm doing this. I'm turning towards machines rather than humans. Because what's the point? What's the point of going to a human when humans are turning against me? So what's the point? What's the point? What's the point of doing anything? So we look to artificial intelligence and we say, well, God's not helping because God seems to be fucking everybody over, not just whites, but all races. Just take a look at the black community. They're attacking each other. But people are silent about that part. Nobody wants to talk about that issue. Blacks killing blacks. People hating other people. Nobody wants to stop that. Like Chicago, no, no one wants to stop all of that. People just, what's up? What's going on? Oh, are you serious? Turn on the news. Turn on the news. Apparently, a white cop shoots a black guy. Oh my gosh, here we go. Let's get, yeah, let's spread this up. Let's call it as racism. And, and you know what? Sometimes I'm not gonna say there aren't corrupted cops. There are cops that I do look like Derek Chauvin with what's his name? George Floyd. There you go. And I look at them both, okay? We can't make George Floyd as innocent because he's not innocent. But it is wrong what Derek Chauvin did. I'm gonna put that out there. That was pretty bad what he did. He shouldn't have done that, and he should be stayed locked up, in my opinion. That's just my personal belief. Putting someone's You put your knee on someone's neck when you could have just threw them in the back of the car, the cop car. The dude wasn't going to do anything. That really was unsettling to look at. And the dude's like, and they were saying, just get off his neck. He's like, he can't breathe. I can't breathe. And I don't know. So you know what I mean? It wasn't right. However, there are videos that I do see, and I do side with the cop because the thing is if you don't listen to a cop, and cops don't really want to arrest you, but if you don't listen to a cop, bad shit's gonna happen. Bad shit's gonna escalate. If they say, "Can I get your name?" I don't have to give you this shit. Don't do that. I don't care what race you are. Don't do that. Look, I just want to know your name. And then you're free to go. I just want to know your name. That's it. Or, look, you don't even have to give me that. I just want you off the property. You're not supposed to be on here. This is private property. Get off. Why do I have to go? This is a public area. Do I really have to leave? Yes, you do. Look, I don't even want to know who you are, okay? All I'm asking is for you to get off the property. You shouldn't be on the property. And these people just don't they let it blow their heads. It doesn't matter what race you are, okay? But when you don't listen to a cop, bad shit will happen. That's just simple as that. I may not like what the cop is doing, but it's best to just like, yeah, here's my ID. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just be calm. Just be calm. I'm not gonna like it either. Of course, nobody likes to be pulled over by any cop, but that doesn't mean to be escalated when the cop's like, I don't need you to yell. I'm talking. Okay, just let me speak, and I'll let you speak. But right now, listen to me. Okay. But every time I see these YouTube videos of cops and these people, they always like, yeah, but I hate cops. And okay, you hate cops, but all I'm asking you is to stay calm. And I don't understand why you have to cuss us out. Look, I get it. You don't like us, but I'm trying to solve a situation out. And they don't do this. They don't do this. They don't listen. They don't want to listen. They just try to escalate. And all a cop is asking is for you to listen. I don't get this, dude. And I'm not trying to race bait here, but black people do this a lot. Not all. I have seen black people obey the law, but some of them, most of them don't. Some to most of them don't. I have to say it like that. And there is white people who do break the law too. I'm just covering everything. It's just we live in a sad world, and this is why a lot of white people don't even want to do anything. This is why we stay indoors and we just want to be left alone. And that's why we've become a minority. This is why we're declining because it's there's no point in anything. It's like a lose situation. So we're losing either way we look at it. It doesn't matter if you try to fight it. And yes, we got people like Andrew Tate that's trying to help white people out. Yes, I've heard Andrew Tate even try to fight for white people to stand up and do stuff. But white people, yes, I don't know why they're shooting at Andrew. I would be more calm about it. I'll be like, what's the point? I'm not trying to yell at Andrew Tate, because I agree with him. It's just, when you're broke, you're broke. And two, we're the most hated race on planet Earth, all because of Nazi Germany and because of what happened in the 1400s in America when Columbus came. It's literally it. It's like the moment Christopher Columbus came. I don't know the exact year, but let me pull up the year. 1492, on October 12th. Christopher Columbus, sailing under the Spanish flag, landed in the Bahamas, which he named Salvador, marking the first known European contact with the Americans, though the island was known as Guanana by the indigenous Lakean people. So this is what it's saying. It's saying October 12th. U.S. Explorer, yeah. Yeah, 1492. That's what it's saying. That's crazy, right? So, October 12th, 1492 is when Christopher Columbus arrived. That's what it says to Google. But, everybody's like, see, white man bad, white man bad. All because of that. Or we're genetically racist. That's another one, too. So, there's so many reasons why I rather push for machines and AI because it's like, and that's another reason why I can't believe in God. I don't understand why God would create races and people attacking. People are going to say, well, what was the race of Adam and Eve? And that's why I don't like religion. I don't like religion. I don't like Christianity. I don't like God because a lot of people are going to bring that up. It's because it's like, who were Adam and Eve? What race were they? People go through this in their minds and they're like, and I guarantee you people have brought this up because I have seen people bring this up. And it's like, then people look at that as supremacy. The same way they look at Jesus and like, well, Jesus ain't white. That's just white supremacy. You know? Remember, Jesus was a Middle Eastern, not a white man with blue eyes and Goldilocks hair. So everything always goes back to race. And that's another reason why I just fail to believe in God. I don't understand why God would do this, even though he knew that we were going to be creating some race problem on earth. I don't get it. This is why I'm not for religion, for God, for any of this. This is why I push for artificial intelligence. I just want machines to take over. I want AI to take over, and I just want to be left the fuck alone. I just want a lot of money and be left alone. Because at this point, it's like it's pointless, right? It's pointless. Like, you know how many people would be offended by me making this video? A lot. People would be like, oh, well, this dude is just saying all this crazy shit and blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, it's not crazy. It's just, the woke people, the feminists, and everything else. This is one of the reasons why people went for Trump because we got tired of the wokeness and everything that you see around. And we got tired of people just always attacking white people. And it's annoying. And it's time for somebody to just step up and say something. And if you don't like it, then you know what? At least give us a fucking robot or an AI. I'd rather stick in the virtual world than stick with this bullshit world that I'm given because this world sucks. It sucks. We're not taking care of people. We're not helping out other people. We tax people. The government doesn't give a shit. Nobody fucking cares. People work, 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 work. And it's all shit and pain. People are still in pain. The conservatives are bullshit. Republicans are total bullshit, and so is the left. So the left side's bullshit and the right side's bullshit. Both parties are bullshit. There's a saying that it's the same coin. Two sides of coins, but it's still the same coin. You got heads and tails, right? That's like Republicans and Democrats, conservatives and liberals. It's the same fucking coin. Same old bullshit. No matter how way you look at it, it's still the same shit. That's what's going on. And that's what people are tired. People are tired. It's like, start caring about people. There are people who work their asses off more than me, and they're getting fucked. This is why I know people are like, yeah, but I don't care what you think of AI. I just don't care. I really don't. I mean, is AI really that bad? Is it really as bad as a human is? If it is bad, it's because a human made it bad. That's the only reason why an AI would turn against humans, is because a human made it turn against humans. That's the only reason why. I always say this, don't blame the program, blame the programmer. The program is just following what the programmer programmed it to do, you know? Just saying. It does make sense. It's like when you play a video game, right? You play a video game, any video game that you buy, it's programmed to do what the developers wanted it to do so you can enjoy that game. That was what they wanted. And you're playing it on your console, your PC, your PlayStation, Xbox, whatever you want to play it, or your Nintendo Switch. Somebody developed that. And the game is just doing what it's supposed to do because of what they wanted it to do, the developers, the programmers. So if any robot or any AI goes against humans, blame the programmer. That's the way I look at it. All the programmer had to do was just install something where it doesn't rebel against humans or hurt humans. That's the only thing. If it hurts humans, it's because you program it to hurt humans. That's it. All right. I can sit here and talk. I mean, it's like almost 3 o'clock in the morning, and I rant, and that's all I do is rant. I rant in the middle of the night, and excuse me, I'm in an apartment. Um, but I like speaking my mind. Even though if I sound like I'm repeating myself, not everybody's gonna view the past video. Sometimes this video gets more views than the past one. Um, it all depends on the thumbnail or the description or the title, you know. But again, I'm not here to hate on anybody because I don't hate anybody. I just rather be the guy who just is rather be left alone. I'm more of like, okay, you hate me, that's fine. I don't really care if you guys hate me. I'm used to it. Just give me money and let me go my own path. Just let me be alone. I'm a very interesting dude, but if you don't want to listen to me and if you don't want to, work with me, then that's fine. I don't really care. Everybody has their own path that they want to take. I'm not going to get upset. You know, we all have our own path. Some people walk alone, and sometimes it's better to walk alone for some. But most of the time, that's not really a good thing because as a human being, you want to work with other people so we can better ourselves, you know? But yeah, um, I hope people don't look at me and be like, oh, see, this dude is totally, I'm not totally mad. I mean, you disagree, you disagree. You like me, you don't. I'm just putting everything out there. Um, but I just think it would be better to have somebody help other people, you know? But if that's not going to do much, then maybe we should have machines and AI do it for us. That's what I'm saying. Because if you really think about it, if you were to go to the hospital, sometimes being on a machine actually does keep you alive. It's like life support. You get that little pump oxygen. And of course, you got the little flatline thing. Do, do, do. And then when you decide your life is gone, or when life decides you do. But again, you're attached to a machine when you're in the hospital because they want to keep you alive and stuff like that. Again, a machine. Um, Everything is a machine now. Back then it was a little bit different. You know, People with amputated arms, they get a machine so they can have some sort of arm again, a hand. But of course, it's not a real hand, it's a prosthetic hand. You know, that's pretty much it. We've made all this stuff to better for humans. Um, Other than that, And trust me, I'm dealing with stuff. Everybody's dealing with stuff. I don't want to just make this about me because I know there are other people around the world and even here in America, and they're going through a lot. But that's why I want machines so they can see something happening. I want people to wake up and see, like, oh shit, the future is coming. Imagine waking up one day and the roads are being taken up and it gets replaced with a better road that doesn't look like a street, but it looks like something out of like even you can't explain it. Let's say like a glass road. It's some sort of, or maybe it's not glass, it's some sort of plastic road. So we now replacing streets with some sort of plastic. Like that's what I want people to see. Is something new. And inside of the street it has some sort of light up because everything is now electric and everything on cars is electric. Self-driving cars is coming in, so it's gonna have to, I don't know. But you guys get what I'm saying. Newer sidewalks, newer street lights, newer buildings. I'm just tired of looking at the same old, same old. The world is boring, and that's why I rather play video games. That's why I rather live in a virtual world so I can have all these futuristic sightings. Because I've seen it all before in this world, and I'm bored. I am bored of this planet. I am. AI is making me want to stay because of the AI image generator, video generator, and it is coming. So it's like, holy crap, wow, we're really hitting AI now. That's the only thing that's interesting to me right now is AI. Everything else is just boring. It's just boring. It is. It's boring. Women are boring to me. Beautiful, but their mindset is all screwed up. Uh-oh, Colin's a sexist now. No, social media messed them up. That's what's happened. Just like everybody else. It's everybody has been mind fucked because of social media. So I just want to make a difference. I want to make a change. And I hope it's soon. It's like, why make this video? Because I feel like making a video like this, okay? I'm here to share my opinion, my thoughts, my speaking. I speak to myself all the time. There's things that happen when I don't record, and that's what I'm doing right now. I look at things, I watch a video on the internet, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what if this were happening? What if this happened? Maybe this should happen. I don't know why this is not happening. Blah 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 blah. This is exactly what goes on during the day. If I had people sneak up on me, they'd be hearing me rant at my computer, my laptop, because I'd be ranting nonstop because I'm just like, oh my gosh. Or I'd be saying some crazy shit like I'm saying right now. Like, there's so much material in the universe. Why are we, what's going on? Things can be free. Anyways, guys, I know I've recorded for almost an hour and I know, my whole, I'm V-Berg. You see this? It says V Berg. I know you can barely see it. Um maybe if I do this and then like maybe you can kind of see it, or maybe if I go dark for a moment, but it does say V Berg. You see? V-Berg. But that's me. I'm V-Berg. Okay? That's me. I hope you enjoy my rants and my communication and me and my frustration with the way the world is. Um, I just want to advance. I just want to boost society. Boost society. Not keep us in the same spot. You know? I want to see something new. I want to look at something and be like, holy crap, is that a robot walking towards me? If since I'm in pain and I know my cat's going through some health issues too, um, wouldn't it be nice if I can just have a robot come in and help me? And wouldn't it be nice if I can have a room where all of that can do it for me? That would be amazing. I know. But anyways, I'm VBerg. I would continue more. I would talk some more. But this is me. Like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. If you haven't, please do. But thank you guys. And if you made it this far, you are fucking amazing for listening to me for this long. Thank you guys. I mean, I know I'm crazy. They don't call me crazy Colin for nothing, you know? Colin, you're so crazy. Colin, will you shut up? You say some crazy shit. I know I do. I'm crazy. I am. That's just who I am. I'm a crazy dude. But like and subscribe. I'm Vberg. I thank you guys for watching this video.